Authorities in Greece have declared a state of emergency after the most powerful earthquake so far shook the island of Santorini. An unprecedented wave of tremors has forced nearly all residents and tourists to leave.
What happens when the most powerful technology humanity has ever built, quantum computers, starts interacting with one of the universe's most mysterious and elusive particles, the Higgs boson? The shocking truth is sending ripples through the scientific community, and scientists are terrified of what it could mean. Quantum computers and the Higgs boson, these might sound like separate marvels, but together, they could rewrite the laws of physics as we know them. Quantum computers have the potential to revolutionize medicine, AI, space travel, you name it. Imagine simulating complex molecules, designing new materials, and cracking codes that once seemed impossible. The possibilities are endless. And then there's the Higgs boson, the so-called God particle, discovered at CERN. It's the reason we even have mass, making stars, planets, and life itself possible. But here's the catch: the Higgs boson is ridiculously elusive. It only shows up in extreme conditions like the high-energy collisions at CERN's Large Hadron Collider. Now, what happens when quantum computing, the most powerful tech on Earth, meets the Higgs boson, the fundamental key to our universe? Researchers have made an astonishing discovery: quantum computers are beginning to interact with the Higgs boson in ways no one ever expected. And the consequences could be bigger than anything we've seen before. At first, it seemed like just another breakthrough in quantum computing. But as experiments continued, something strange began to happen. During certain computations, quantum algorithms were unexpectedly influencing particles related to the Higgs boson. In simple terms, the very machinery designed to harness the power of quantum mechanics was affecting one of the universe's fundamental building blocks. This is a problem because, up until now, the Higgs boson was something that could only be studied under extreme controlled conditions, like in particle colliders. Now, this discovery suggests quantum computers might be able to interact with it without a collider in sight. The research team, working at a top-tier lab like CERN or a cutting-edge quantum facility, wasn't even looking for this result. But when they noticed a shift in the data, they couldn't ignore it. The quantum system's ability to manipulate energy at the subatomic level was leaking into the Higgs field, a place that few have dared to explore. This is huge. The implications of quantum computers interacting with the Higgs boson are still unclear, but scientists are seriously concerned. If these interactions can be replicated and controlled, we may be on the verge of harnessing powers that could reshape physics as we know it. But what happens next is even crazier. So why are scientists freaking out about this discovery? It all comes down to one thing: the unpredictability of these interactions. And when it comes to fundamental physics, unpredictability is a major red flag. The quantum world is already notorious for its strange and often unintuitive behavior. But now, quantum computers are influencing the Higgs field, a place that's central to the way matter itself works. What does this mean for the future? Could we be unlocking a new form of energy? Could we be on the brink of a technological leap that defies the known laws of physics? Or are we tampering with forces we don't yet understand? One thing is certain: this discovery is only the beginning. Scientists are scrambling to study the effects, and the implications could be beyond anything we've imagined. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this groundbreaking story, and don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comments. Are we on the verge of a new age of physics, or opening Pandora's box? NASA's satellites are constantly scanning Earth's most active volcanic regions, watching for early warning signs of eruptions. But what they just detected at Santorini has scientists completely puzzled. Thermal imaging reveals unusual heat fluctuations deep within the caldera. Ground deformation readings suggest something may be shifting beneath the surface, and strangest of all, NASA sensors picked up anomalous gas emissions that don't match any previously recorded patterns. Could this signal a brewing eruption, or is something far more mysterious happening beneath Santorini? This discovery has sparked new concerns about the volcano's future activity, raising serious questions about what we really know about its behavior. And what scientists just uncovered might change the way we monitor volcanoes worldwide. Santorini isn't just a beautiful island in Greece, it's home to one of the most geologically active and historically devastating volcanoes in the world. This volcanic caldera, formed by a series of eruptions, is one of the most closely monitored in the Mediterranean, and for good reason. Over 3,600 years ago, the massive Minoan eruption triggered one of the largest volcanic explosions in recorded history, wiping out entire settlements, including the advanced Minoan civilization, and possibly inspiring the legend of Atlantis. The eruption caused a massive tsunami, devastating coastal cities throughout the Aegean and even reaching as far as Egypt. Today, Santorini remains one of the most active volcanic sites in Europe, with frequent seismic activity, and a history of unpredictable eruptions. If Santorini were to erupt in a significant way again, it could trigger another tsunami, putting millions of people in coastal cities across Greece, Turkey, and the Mediterranean at risk. To track potential volcanic threats, NASA has deployed advanced satellite technology to monitor the Earth's most volatile regions, including Santorini. These satellites detect early warning signs that traditional monitoring methods might miss. Thermal imaging, infrared satellites measure heat fluctuations beneath the surface, which can indicate rising magma or new cracks forming in the caldera. If temperatures suddenly increase, it could mean volcanic activity is intensifying. Gas emissions tracking, changes in sulfur dioxide, SO2, emissions often signal magma movement beneath the crust. If NASA detects an increase in volcanic gases, it could suggest that magma is rising toward the surface. Ground deformation mapping, NASA satellites use radar imaging to measure even the slightest shifts in the Earth's crust. When a volcano begins inflating, the ground can bulge or crack, an early sign that pressure is building inside the magma chamber. But here's where things get strange. NASA has been monitoring Santorini for years, but their latest satellite data has revealed something unexpected. The heat patterns, gas emissions, and ground deformation readings don't match any previously recorded activity in the region. So what's really happening beneath Santorini? Why are scientists suddenly concerned? What NASA just detected might change everything we know about this volcano. NASA's latest satellite scans of Santorini have uncovered bizarre anomalies that don't fit the expected patterns of volcanic activity. Scientists are now scrambling to analyze what's happening beneath the surface as the data reveals a series of unusual readings unlike anything seen at this caldera before. Could Santorini's latest anomalies be the first step toward predicting eruptions years in advance? One thing is clear, Earth's volcanoes are still full of surprises. And if NASA satellites are detecting strange signals at Santorini, what could they uncover next? Stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.